Oh, well, top of the morning to you, Southwest Florida. I'm Tyler Shore of Fort Myers Television. Welcome to my kitchen. Well, my back porch.
We're all Irish today. Yes, we're all Irish today. From out west in LA down to Tampa Bay. Yes, we're all Irish
For you
today.
today, for St. Patrick's Day special, I'm going to be preparing you one of my crock pot semi-famous recipes with corned beef and Guinness. Without further ado, now I feel pretty so I can cook. I got this recipe, I think initially from allrecipes.com. It's the stout slow cooker corned beef and veggies if you want to look that up on the web. It says you can use sweet potatoes if your diet prefers that. I'm rocking the old Irish, old school way, just red potatoes. And it says 1.5, 12 fluid ounces of Guinness. I rock 2 whole bottles because it's just fun to be able to pour beer into food and it's okay. All right, let's go over the ingredients. So you've got your slab of corned beef, as many pounds as your crock pot can fit. 2 bottles of Guinness Drought Stout. Dark brown sugar, gonna need I think a 1.5 cups of that. A whole bunch of red potatoes. You only need 2 sweet onions, but I really like sweet onions in this. It just soaks up all that Guinness and everything, so I get 1 more extra onion in there for fun. And then you can get long carrots if you prefer. I like the baby carrots. They already are cut to the perfect size, and they get a really, really nice tenderness to them in there too. And then of course, second to the corned beef, some could argue, the red cabbage. Get that nice texture all up in there. Oh, and of course, once everything's cooked, you're probably gonna want a whole lot of spicy brown mustard. That's what you're gonna slap all up on that slop. Yeah, boy. So, first step will be to cut vegetables. You're gonna want to rinse your vegetables, of course. So just go ahead and oh my God! Samantha, please! Just kidding, it always does that. All of our vegetables nicely chopped and coursed up there. Got your carrots, your cabbage, extra sweet onion, and your red potatoes, of course. There's no way all this is gonna fit into the crock pot, but that doesn't matter. It's about the beef, and we compensate and we do what we can with the vegetables. They're second citizens in this pot. Is that racist? No, okay, we're gonna keep going. All right, so Murphy and David's corned beef brisket, which is hopefully sneaking a seasoning packet in there somewhere. Your next step is going to be to rinse and pat this old big boy right here, and hopefully we'll find that seasoning. And then we're going to slap this in a bowl, add the brown sugar, and we'll actually be like 70% done already, believe it or not. Crock pot magic. Pull that blood out of there. And I probably should have had a bowl ready to go. Oh God. Okay. No problem. Brisket. Oh. What a beaut. Can we get that texture close up, please? I could just, oh, the smell already is just so nice. That's so nice. And did we get skimped? There it is. It was hiding. Here is your nifty little seasoning packet, as mentioned. All kinds of delicious stuff. Look at all that. Little tiny basils or leaves of some delicious herb. And those spice beads. I don't know what they are, the little spice balls, but they do a lot. They do a lot. Alright, so we're just going to go and rinse this sucker off. Get her nice and clean. Feel free to slap that beef. Don't be afraid to slap that beef. It's okay. It's okay to slap the beef. Yeah, if I could do that. the feel of this thing alone in my hands, if I could just tell you. I can't let her rinse off hair there. How's that for some ASR, Angela? Alright, so we got that all ready to rock. Don't cut yourself, as Gabe said. And you just rub that in. Listen to that. Flip that over. Get that. Then you know what a nice slap. By the way, a little side note. There's going to be a lot of corned beef selections at Publix or whatever restaurant in your denomination you go to. Make sure you get one. The fat to beef ratio is really nice here. You definitely want like 90%, you know, all red. See that? There's not much white there. It's just a nice, and it's going to add flavor. You know, it's just not going to be, a lot of them will be half fat or half blood, and you're going to pay for that more than you're going to pay for the actual meat. So take some time and diligence and find yourself a nice slap that speaks to you. There it is. There for now. And then the next step, this thing cooked up. We're pretty much done actually, believe it or not. It's just the fun part left. We'll put this sucker on high. If you have the luxury, you can go, I should have said this earlier, you can go 12 hours on this sucker, 20 hours. It's only gonna get more tender and more stew-like at the end of it. Worst case, you got fall off the fork corned beef brisket. It's not a bad scenario. If you're on high, 6 to 8 hours, the recipe says it's ready to go. So we'll be ready for a party later tonight. Hopefully some friends will be trying it out. It's easy, but then it takes time. It's the only drawback. Are you liking that beef slap in action? Huh? You want to see me slap some beef? Huh? You like the beef slaps? Fancy gear, you can't just twist it off. So we got this on high. We got, oh yeah, we have liners. That's another great side note. I don't know how often you crockpot out there, Fort Myers, but there are these wonderful devices called slow cooker liners, and you don't have to clean your crockpot anymore. I mean, yeah, you gotta speck them on there. Feel free to drop me a hint here.
Yeah, it's a big.
Should be fine with one of these then split. Yeah, okay. Can't outsmart the founder of FMTV that easy. There we go. I can already feel it heating up. It's amazing that this plastic somehow doesn't melt on the bottom. I'm not gonna question the technology, I'm just gonna go with it. And now, the funnest part, we get to combine beer and food like it's not even a thing. Pour that beer right in there. Yeah, get up in there, get up in there. Yes, oh, it's so beautiful. And then just ever so, just nestle that baby in there. Oh, I'm gonna put some background like night music, lullaby music. You wanna nestle it in there. God, that looks amazing already. Then, we're gonna start putting the vegetables in. I'm just gonna do like a layer of onions. Ignore the dog. Ignore the dog. And then here comes the potatoes. Oh, I forgot the brown sugar. That's alright. So, we're gonna grab the meat out of here. Let those veggies just get a little simmer going already. That's fine. They take a little longer than the meat to get tender anyways. And I forgot how callous of me. We need 1.5 cups of brown sugar on this. It's a weird consistency. You know what? Me personally, I'm more concerned about the Guinness taking over the ratio, the brown sugar to Guinness ratio. So let's see, man, that down. That's like a 1.25 cups. I'm gonna call it. I think that's fine. That's a lot of brown sugar. Oh, it smells amazing though. This is gonna, I mean, the Guinness and brown sugar, who would have thought? You combine these two things and it does get very tasty very quick. Properly marinated. Going back to the crock pot with it. I'm just gonna scoop it underneath. So, hopefully you weren't cooking along with this and you put the brown sugar on the meat first, but it doesn't matter, it's in there now. Baby carrots. Again, we're not gonna be able to fit every single piece of veggie in here, but as you can see, we're getting the majority. It's gonna be plenty compared to the beef. And the beef will shrink, everything will shrink down a little bit, obviously, as you're cooking. Oh yeah. Just pouring beer over food, man. Doesn't get much better. Yep. And there you go. So, we put a lid on top. We got her on high. And the rest is downhill from here. Just chill out the rest of the day, do whatever you gotta do. Check on it here and there. It's gonna make your house smell amazing. Open the door, make neighbors jealous, and then 6 to 12 hours later, you can start eating it at any point, really. But it's gonna start getting delicious after 6 hours, and just more and more from that point on. So we'll check back in a little bit. Gonna wash my hands. It's been probably about 3 hours or so. So we'll go ahead and take a look. You can see she's been cooking, getting to a nice temperature. Really nice button. Alright. Yeah, we're hot. Oh, we're nice and hot at the top, so it's definitely not gonna take too much longer from here. And everything is cooking as we'd like it.
And I want to lie down. What will you leave your father, Henry, my son? What will you leave your father, my beloved?
Flop this puppy around. Look at that. Oh, Drool City. I knew that is. Look at that. Oh yeah. This probably doesn't need to be messed with again until our company's over. So it's probably time to go out and get some balloons and stuff.
I've a pain in my head and I want to lie down. Make my bed, I've a pain in my head and I want to lie down. Today, from out west in LA down to Tampa Bay, yes, we're all Irish today.
Corned beef is a Latin.
Yeah!
Looks like
Pure meat sweat right
oh,
there.
get so close in
Get
on
some.
that. Oh yes, so we just shave that off.
Oh my.
But he's a big. We give him a nice slab.
I'm a plus size fella.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, there we go. Some
So
others.
that's crock pot corned beef right there. Yeah, sorry, you're probably fogging out the lens. That
gorgeous,
amazingness.
gorgeous.
Yes.
See that?
And then we get some currants,
Yeah, get some
fat potato slices. Oh yes.
potato slice. That's 10 plus hours of cooking time right there.
It's the only one way to show it.
The only way to do
Boom.
it. Boom.
In your kitchen.
St. Paddy's Day recipe. FMTV.
It's really hot.
Oh, it's very hot from the bottom. Be careful when you get that.
Oh. Yeah. Impartial verdict.
Well, corned beef's nice and tender. Got a nice red color too. Nice cooked vegetables. Carrots still got a little sweetness to them. You can taste the Guinness too. Very nice.
What do we
A
get?
plus.
From out west in LA down to Tampa Bay, yes, we're all Irish today. 1, 2, 3. Yes, we're all Irish today. Yes, we're all Irish today.
Thanks for watching.